Hey, everybody, welcome back to TRUtalk. How's everyone doing tonight? We've got Mallet editor, as always. Mallet, welcome back. We're glad to have you back.
I'm not dead!
She's not dead, thankfully. You were sick for a couple of weeks, but you're better. You're back.
Yep.
All good?
I am not dead. My basic rule of thumb, unfortunately, is if you're too sick to go to work, you're too sick to stream.
Completely fair.
So it's like, I don't want any of my bosses going online and seeing me live when, I called out that day.
Yeah, I can see that being pretty fair. We also got Vlad back as a guest. Welcome back to the show, Vlad. How have you been, dude?
I've been good, staying busy.
Good, fighting plenty of crime, keeping you busy, I'm sure.
I didn't know it.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for keeping Twitch safe. The hero we need. And we also have LadyDragoness on for the first time. Welcome to the show. Are you prepared for the interrogation questions?
Scaring the guests, MPI.
It's fun.
I'm the only one who's allowed to scare the guests.
Look, it's Halloween time. It's my favorite holiday. I'm gonna scare people. Okay?
It's gonna get spoopy.
It's what I do. So, if you guys have seen the show before, you know the interrogation questions. We ask every new guest on a few simple questions just about them and their stream to kind of ease into the show, break the ice, if you will. So, LadyDragoness, let's start things off. Can you give us and everyone listening a brief overview of who you are as a streamer, your channel, and kind of how you got started streaming?
Well, I'm LadyDragoness. Overview of my channel would be I kind of do a variety. I mostly do FPS games like Halo or Call of Duty or Apex currently.
Nice.
I also do some Rocket League. So it's kind of varying. Also been diving into VR games because I have a Vive set up.
Oh,
now.
awesome.
So that as well. What was the last question?
How you got started streaming?
I got started. Well, it's kind of a scary moment. Kind of went to work and had a miniature heart attack and couldn't work anymore. So now I'm stuck at home. So yeah.
Oh,
Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're okay.
Yeah.
First off.
Yeah.
No.
That you're well enough to be able to stream and hang out with us.
Oh yeah, but I can't go and do a normal job. So it's my job now.
Sure.
Nice.
So, was streaming something you had thought about doing before, or was it you kind of had the opportunity now to do it?
It was on the back of my mind, but I had worked so much that I didn't really see it as something I could pursue.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then free time decided to show up, and now I'm here. So,
Well, there you
There
go.
you go.
Completely fair.
Nice.
All right. So then, what is the story behind the username? Where did it come from? How did it come to be? Is there a long, drawn-out reason why the name, or is it that's just the name?
I mean, well, there's not really a big reason behind it. It's just me being into furries and stuff. I kind of see myself as a dragon, so I was like, well, I will just go with this name because this seems fitting. And also being trans myself, I want to have something that had a feminine feel to it. So, and then that was pretty much how I was born. So,
Okay,
Nice.
cool. Makes sense. I like it. It's a simple reason with good meaning behind it. Sometimes we get like this crazy evolution of names where it's like it started as this and then became this and it roller coastered into this and a snowball effect happened. So I always ask, is there a long drawn out story now?
I mean, I've had a few before this, but they weren't nearly as interesting as this one was.
Right. Didn't kind of like fit into it eventually.
No.
Yep.
Fair. So then what keeps you motivated to stream and what do you love about streaming?
Mainly what keeps me motivated is just being able to entertain people, being able to come on stream and have a good time knowing that I have people to interact with, and even, just keep that that kind of flow through the night is just what drives me, is just being able to entertain, have fun, and not really care.
Nice.
Cool. I like that. That's sounds like a fun and good reason to keep streaming. So Lady Dragoness, those were all the interrogation questions. They weren't so bad. You made it. You made it through.
See, we're not that scary.
It's not
most
bad.
of the time.
Mallet is a
Yeah.
little scary. No
I just
offense.
bent my arm inside out.
Yeah, you're a little terrifying. So, Lady Dragoness, before we pass it on to Vlad for a reminder of who he is there anything else you want people to know about your stream, about you, or anything just in general?
Not really that I can think of now.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So then, Vlad, welcome back. Twitch's superhero. Can you give us a quick, brief recap of who you are, what your stream's about, why you stream, and anything else you want?
Well, Marvel of Moscow, Savior Stalingrad, Twitch superhero. I've been doing this now for a year. It's kind of crazy. I do it to make people laugh. Fuels my abilities, so why not make myself stronger by creating some giggles? I got into this because a friend of mine who also streams said, "Hey, you're making my people laugh. Why not start it up?" So within this year, I was able, through the support of my viewers, to get my lovely mask. The previous armor I used to wear, it's fallen apart. It went through quite a few battles, so it's done. That's why I no longer wear a chest piece. But yeah, that's how I ended up here today.
Awesome. Well, Vlad, we're super glad to have you back on, man. You're always fun to hang out with. And Lady Dragoness,
like
we're
you.
super glad to have you on for your first time. Welcome.
We like
Welcome,
you.
both of you. So, guys, we've got a few topics to talk about tonight. And we're also going to try something new. So we're going to start incorporating some games and more just like fun, silly things into the show rather than just talking and talking about news or just talking in general. But we will still talk about some gaming news when things come up that are interesting or funny to talk about, or just very big pieces of news. And if we just have random tangents, we have random tangents. It happens. It's gonna
We're
happen.
gonna have random tangents.
Mallet's on the show.
Always.
It's gonna happen.
Hey!
But so
mean to me. Isn't he mean to me?
hush. We're glad you're back. Yay. So the first thing that I kind of want to talk about is what we were talking about right before we started the show. So if you guys don't know, you can buy a gaming PC from a grocery store called Aldi. If somehow you don't know what Aldi is, they're a, I guess, more budget-friendly grocery store in the U.S. and I guess the U.K. I didn't know that. But you can go there and find typically just about anything you can find that may not be the name brand, but it's much cheaper. I actually do like 90% of my grocery shopping at Aldi because their food is just as good. However, their gaming PCs are not as good. Just not as good. So we've seen Walmart get into this. We've seen them do it, and they failed miserably. There are a lot of videos out there about why they failed miserably. My favorite one being from a channel called, I think it's Gamers Nexus, who found that they super glued parts of the motherboard together. So, yeah. Now, Aldi has decided that they want to get in on this. So, currently, you can pre-order a gaming PC from Aldi. I'm going to put it in chat. This is in no way me saying pre-order this PC. This is me saying go look at the link so you can read the information along with us as a group. There you go, class. It's in the chat. Again, this is not me vetting this PC. Please don't buy this.
It's terrible.
It's
ugly. It's awful. Don't.
It's not a bad PC.
It's ugly.
It's ugly as sin. But it's not a bad PC. But it is mostly not worth the price that it's asking for it. So let me just read off some specs for you. You get an i5-9400 processor, which is a 6-core up to 4.1 gigahertz if it's overclocked, which, let's be honest, it's not going to be. You have an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 graphics card with 6 gigs. Not bad. They are probably going to go with the cheapest, most budget-friendly generic version of that card, so keep that in mind. You may not have the best cooling. You may not have the best driver support, so on and so forth. They have a 1,024 gigabyte PCIe SSD, also known as a terabyte to most people. But they worded it as 1,024 gigabytes. 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. It's only 2660 RAM, so it's going to be pretty slow. It's not the fastest RAM out there. But the most important thing that it does include is a DVD CD rewriter. I know you guys were worried. I was very concerned, but it has it. Y'all are going to be fine.
That means I can watch Shark Tale.
Yeah.
Can I read one of the reviews?
Please.
This is a 5-star review on this product, everybody. It's a little warm for a fridge. Looks cool, though. Came with loads of fans inside it, but my ham slices went out of date too quickly due to this fridge not actually been able to keep them cool enough. Still yet to find the water dispenser.
It's beautiful.
Here's another one. This is only a 1-star review, y'all. This is one of the worst toasters I've ever owned. Not only do you have to slice the bread very thinly, you also need to cut it into a circle to fit in the retractable grill slot. Having done all of that, my bread just came out warm and not toasted at all.
But it's okay because the company that makes this gaming PC does also make home products. So you can probably buy a toaster from them. I know they make microwaves. We found that out.
And you can integrate it with your
They make
computer.
They make sewing machine.
Yep.
Okay, I don't even know what that thing is.
So, to be fair, I laugh at the optical drive. Both of my PCs still have optical drives in them because I built them years ago and I just haven't taken them out. I was like, it sounds harder to take it out than it is to just leave it and unplug it and plug in another hard drive. So, they're still in there. One of them is not plugged in, but it's still physically in the PC. But we poke fun at this. But is this just more companies seeing that gaming and PCs are going to be part of the future, whether they like it or not?
Yeah.
I actually, there's a part of me, yes, I agree, but also I think it's more of companies are trying to branch out and be more like Walmart. Because at Walmart, as crappy as Walmarts are, you can walk in and you can buy a DVD and a book and some clothes and milk and go get new tires all in one place. So to me, not only is it company, like what you said, it's also companies trying to branch out and be that one-stop shop to get people to spend more money.
And I mean, at Walmart too, they have their branded gaming PCs, which I don't remember the name of off the top of my head, but they also sell like legitimate gaming PCs there. They have some from Dell, HP, and so on. They have some from CyberPower, which is actually, I mean, that's where I got my gaming laptop, and it's a fantastic laptop. They have a lot of Razer products and SteelSeries stuff now, so they're selling some legitimate items. But then you run into, they have these off-brand ones that, not saying an off-brand thing is bad per se, but they use cheaper products and cheaper parts and save you $50 or so. And how many people have we seen go out and say, little Timmy wants a PC for Christmas, gotta buy him one, and then they go buy this and get super ripped off.
Yeah. I don't go to Walmart anymore because the only one near me is super sketchy.
Yeah.
Like super sketchy, even sketchier than like the college Walmart sketches.
I get bad anxiety in those. I can't take Walmart.
You're a superhero. You're supposed to be able to take everything.
That's how bad Walmart is.
It's too bad. So I don't know if you guys know this. Walmart is a portal to hell. They even have a little greeter that says, "Hi, welcome to hell." Like, it's the full thing.
That explains the Walmart down the street.
Yeah.
It's really that sketchy. Like, I refuse. Terrifying.
We had
get lost in aisles. It's the worst.
We used to live near a Walmart that was the grossest and like just sketchiest store I'd ever been in. And then we moved like 15 minutes across town, and it's still a Walmart, but it's mostly college kids that go to it. So it's like, it's not that bad. It's just like college kids, and that's the only place they know to go.
Yeah.
Because
when I was
it's
in college, we had the sketchy Walmart next to the Sketch Mex place.
the what now?
Sketch Mex.
Sketchy Mexican place? Like
Yeah,
the
just
food was
Mex.
very bad?
No, it was actually delicious. It was just a super
Oh,
sketchy
so it's a
place.
hole in the wall, but it's delicious. Those are the best
Yeah,
restaurants
I don't
ever.
remember the actual name of the place. Everybody at Sketch Mex.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll never tell me that a hole in the wall restaurant is worse than like a big chain.
Well, it
Like,
depends. Am I going to die walking into it?
hey, sometimes you gotta risk it. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit for that good food, man.
Do you know how good those chimichangas are?
Hey, the best barbecue place in our city looks like a rundown shack that's about to fall apart, but God, those ribs are good. Oh, they're
There's this place
delicious.
called There's this place that everybody just calls the Shiny Diner. Actual name, but it is.
Is
'Cause
it
it's
a
literally like
Denny's?
No, it's not a Denny's. It's like this old style diner thing. Only the entire outside is like metal siding. So everybody in town just calls it the Shiny Diner. The food's amazing, but the place is ugly as sin.
Am I the only person that has a Denny's that looks like that?
All Denny's.
Probably.
All Denny's.
No,
I don't
the Denny's like down the street from my house is just a metal box.
Why
It's an
didn't
old
I see
50s
this
bunker.
Denny's? I want to see Denny's that's a big metal box.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to send you a picture of it, or next time you're here, I'll have to drive you by it. I don't want to. I don't really want to go to it because it's Denny's,
no, I don't
but
blame you. Where's Stare? I need to yell at him because he didn't drive me past the.
it was literally the opposite direction you needed to go. That's probably
Yeah,
why.
probably.
Yep.
No,
Nice.
no, Stare made sure I got a good view of the town. That's why we ended up behind you guys at most places because we'd take the long way round.
That's fair. God of Zig and Chat says they don't have a Denny's around there. I can think of
I don't have one either.
2
I've got one.
places. I can think of 2 in my city. I don't feel like I'm missing out on much.
I think I have one close by me. That's about it.
It was super good when I was in college and needed to eat pancakes at 2:00 in the morning.
Cheap pancakes.
Helps soak up all that alcohol.
Exactly. We also used to have a Steak and Shake that was great for the same thing, and then they closed it, and the only one is like a half an hour away, and I was like, well, I
That's not
cannot
happening.
go to that.
Yeah.
I
All
need
of
to
the
go to the one
restaurants-
5 minutes away.
There you go.
Mhm.
All the restaurants where I went to college were sketchy. There was the sketchy hole in the wall Japanese place, the sketchy hole in the wall Chinese place, the sketchy hole in the wall Italian place.
Did
I mean,
you go to
literally-
college in the hood?
No, actually, it was in the middle of flipping nowhere, like a one stoplight town.
Mm.
Where the
Oh,
only thing was the university and the sketchy Japanese place and the sketchy Mexican and the super sketchy McDonald's. Like you did not want to go to
it's
the
a
super
nice.
line
sketchy
of
McDonald's.
walls and there's this whole
well,
thing.
if it's just like in the middle of nowhere, like little podunk town, then they probably just were old buildings. Because that's
Didn't
like,
make them any less sketchy.
I don't know. I feel like just because it's an old building, it's not too bad. The
No,
area
it was-
around
it
it
was
makes it
sketchy.
worse.
It was sketchy.
Uh,
It was sketchy. Steak and shake, steak and shake. Steak and
God,
shake.
I miss Steak and Shake, but I'm not driving that far
Never-
for it. It ain't that
Never
good.
had it.
It's so good.
It's so it's kind of like 50s style diner burgers. Like they're the really like real thin patties, you know? Like it's like somebody just took them and like spent the entire day just smashing them with a hammer. And then you put 3 of them on a burger to essentially make it one regular burger. And then you get the like shoestring fries.
Yep.
But
Interesting.
God, is it
And milkshakes
delicious.
about. Actually, oh wait, you guys are. Do y'all have cookout?
You cut out a lot there. Do we have what?
Do y'all have cookout in Indiana?
Never even heard of that. I have done a cookout. Like I have cooked
No, 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 no.
outside.
I have a grill.
We're talking. No, okay. It's a southern thing, and it's the greatest food ever. You get an entire tray of food and a milkshake that's like this big and super thick and everything for $6. Once you and Kate come down to North Carolina, I'm dragging you guys to a cookout.
That
This cookout is
down.
amazing.
that sounds like
I mean,
death.
I'm up in. I'm
It's
up in
so
New York,
good.
so-
It's like it was great in college because you $bucks and the milkshake was only an extra $1. So when you were
okay.
broke, which we were in college, we were all broke. And
So
you didn't want the disgusting cafeteria food, which apparently they just put out a news article saying they found worms in the broccoli.
Woo.
Then you
Good.
go to cookout.
so the closest one to me seems to be an hour and 55 minutes away by vehicle.
Cookout?
Nice.
Yes.
That's a 2-hour drive. Jeez.
Yeah.
Indiana's too far north for cookouts.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know
I
what?
mean, I'm as north as you
Oh.
can get. I'm in New York State, so.
Yeah, you guys
There
don't
you
have
go.
cookout either.
This one's
Yeah,
only an
that's what I'm like,
hour
that's
and
like-
50. Shave 10
Ooh.
minutes off that. All right.
Ooh.
Nice.
No, that one got farther. It's not worth it.
Nah.
Yeah.
You just need to get on a plane, fly to North Carolina, and I will take you to cookout. And then we'll go to Krispy Kreme afterwards because Krispy Kreme is
You're
the best
never
donut.
getting me on a plane.
Fight
We
me.
we have a Krispy Kreme here. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, but you have to have like the original Krispy Kreme
I
from
love
the state
donuts.
where it was invented.
Nice.
I'm trying
Or
to
I just
find
want
like
donuts.
I want to find pictures of this cookout thing.
It's so this cookout.
What is?
It's
I'm
so-
just as lost as you are. So.
Oh
No,
my
man,
god, I can
I
buy a basketball jersey that says cookout. All right.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
no, the best
don't
part
even
is
like
I can
basketball.
get milkshakes. You can they've got like literally 60 different milkshake flavors, and I can get milkshakes with banana in it because it's like actual banana because it's
Mhm.
good. And then they have watermelon milkshakes in the summer and eggnog milkshakes in the winter,
Hmm.
and you
Hold
can
on,
mix
how did-
all the flavors you want.
How did we end up on this?
I was
know.
describing Steak and Shake.
Walmart,
No.
well,
Steak
because
and
we went
Shake.
from
Walmart to
Aldi
Steak
to
and Shake.
Walmart to Steak and Shake
Yeah.
All right. Well,
because we were
Business
talking about
Insider.
sketchy,
Yeah. Everything that is sketchy.
Yep.
pretty much.
Yep.
Every
We
store.
told you guys tangents were gonna happen.
Do any of you guys have a GD Ritzies in your town?
No.
That might be
No.
that
What's
might
that?
just be a thing for me. I don't know. But it's similar to Steak and Shake. It's like the 50 style burgers and stuff. But they do scoop ice cream that they make themselves,
Ooh.
and it's delicious. And it was like the thing when we were kids. When you got your report card in, if you had good enough grades, you got free ice cream.
Oh,
Bruh.
Nice.
That was the only reason I tried in school was to get free ice cream.
I wish.
And then I was in high school, and they were like, "We
Yeah.
don't do that for high schoolers." I was like, "The hell's wrong with you? I paid attention in
Right.
class. You give me some ice cream."
I didn't
Damn it.
sleep through it. Jesus.
They'd
I
take
wish
us
they-
to the skating rink until the skating rink got turned into a biker church. Then no more skating rink.
I wish they
It's an
gave us ice
interesting
cream. and
program.
Yeah, that's a
elementary
big
school.
change.
You'd be
Skating
amazed
into
the
biker
things
church.
that get turned into churches in my hometown.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. It was that very specifically, it was a biker church.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's like- I'm thinking of like soccer field or something. No, biker church.
Yep, biker church. What's really funny to me about that whole thing is the bowling alley next door has a Presbyterian church in it. So it's like you got the biker church here and then the Presbyterian church here.
That's a good mix.
Then you got the Methodists downtown.
I really thought that was going south. I was like, and then we have meth down the street.
There's that too. There is
Full
definitely
circle.
that
Wait a
too.
minute.
Good
My
old meth.
hometown's weird.
Good old
My
myth.
hometown's weird.
Oh,
So,
man.
Vlad, how have your battles been lately? Because I haven't heard any stories.
So recently came across a new villain that is gonna be a major issue. It's a guy by the name of the Quantum Quail.
Okay.
He's I don't know what is up with the people in my city and like mascot suits. It's a quail, but for some reason, this guy has the ability to manipulate things on a molecular level.
So he has the quantum in front of everything.
Yeah, exactly. So he could potentially be a really bad thing. We'll see.
Okay.
Keep
What about
me
your
busy.
arch nemesis? How's he been lately?
Oh, Fecalator? Yeah, he's in prison.
Okay.
Yeah, Fecalator has been out of the game for a while. It's been nice.
Okay.
No one's uncontrollably crapping their pants, which is always nice.
I'd expect so.
Mhm.
I'd
Yeah.
expect so.
People's butts can relax at night. It's great.
That's a good thing.
Mhm.
That's a very good thing.
Yep.
Oh man. So, who plays Destiny? I know MPI does because I made him play last night.
I started
Yeah.
again. I'm wearing my Titan hoodie.
Nope. Oh, look at him.
Titans eat crowns, though.
Hey, how many jumps did you miss last night? How many jumps did I miss last night?
How many
Don't
times
wanna
did
hear
you
it.
die last night?
I'm 200 light levels below you because I just started playing.
Then don't
Fight
mock
me
my
on
jumping.
the moon.
Don't my jumping.
Jump
Just because
better.
Just because I forgot that I had a third jump doesn't mean you get to mock my jumping.
That's funny.
No,
Love you,
jump
FBI.
better.
I haven't
Okay.
played Destiny since the first one.
You should play now. It's free.
Yeah, they made it free.
Well, at
I
least the
agree.
first
That
the
was
first
free.
3 campaigns. So you should play because it's free.
Perfect.
Join us. Join
Man,
us.
the thing that I really wish they had whenever I started playing for the second, third, fourth, fifth time is cross save. Still upset
Yeah,
about
that'd
that
be
one.
We have it now.
Yeah, that's great and all.
Yeah, but it's PC to PC, not console.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
everywhere.
Oh, it is everywhere?
Yeah, cross save goes across everything now. But I finished all the campaigns 3 times on Xbox to have 3 characters, and then had to do it all again on PC when I moved to PC because they didn't have cross save. And now they're like, guess what we have? Cross save.
Cross-save.
I want my characters.
Nice.
And now it's not. Now it's not even worth
I
it.
mean, you could go get your other characters if you wanted to bad enough. They're just probably going to be under leveled to the ones you have.
Well, since you start light level at 750.
Yeah, say they'll automatically get pushed to 750. All my guns will be a lot lower.
That burned me a little bit when I found out
Because you
that
worked
everybody's-
so hard.
It's like I beat the game. I finally got to the max level. Everybody starts here.
They do what now? Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
No.
I beat the game. You're saying someone can download this and be at the same light level that I worked hours for.
Yeah, but they won't have good weapons at least.
Yeah.
Does
I
it
s- I love
matter?
my
They could do
aces.
all the stuff that I could do now.
No, we so we were working on a quest last night, us and Mark B writing. And so I kept missing this one platform that we kept having to jump to. And of course MPI and Mark B writing, they were a warlock and a titan, so they were jumping just fine. But my hunter idiotic self forgot that I had a third jump enabled and kept
Nice.
falling.
Don't worry, I do the same thing with my hunter. I'm just like, wait, third jump? What's that?
I was really hoping you were going to say that, because if not, I was going to have to point out that you forgot about the third jump.
It's okay. I can make fun of myself.
I wasn't going to let you get by with that one.
No,
Nice.
I understand. That was just bad. In my defense, though, I was trying to get a new license, like on the phone with my sister and all this other stuff. In my
nice.
defense, no, you know the really annoying thing about all that after my sister and having to borrow her card because my wallet was missing, I found my wallet today, which is great. But
That's
it's like I
fantastic.
spent all that time last. Urgh.
See, did any of you guys download the Batman games when they were free on the
I
Epic
did.
Store?
I
Yep.
did.
Mm-mm.
I downloaded all of them. It's like I was not wasting time.
I forgot about it, but I went through all of them on Xbox, so I was kind of like, if I don't get to it, I don't get to it. If I get to it,
It's
I do.
weird to play it on computer. It's a change.
Yeah,
there.
I would probably plug in a controller still to play it on PC.
I need
I
to.
have one of those. Yay.
Yeah, I have quite a few of those.
Oh yeah, I love them.
I had a Batman, I had a Batman controller, but I don't know where it is. It was an Xbox 360 controller, and it was like the Arkham City one, and you had a button in the middle of it, and it had LEDs that ran around it, and you could change the colors and stuff.
That's badass.
It was pretty cool. Okay, hold on. It might be in this cupboard.
$10
It is!
Says he doesn't. No.
You would have owed me $10.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
all.
I didn't finish saying it, so. that
It's a
doesn't count.
cabled
Doesn't
controller. Yeah, here you go. It's like a Batarang.
That's beautiful.
Ooh,
And the
It
little.
reminds me of an OG Xbox controller.
shiny.
Well, yeah, it was an Xbox 360 controller.
Yeah.
I've had
It
it.
reminds me of original Xbox. It looks bigger.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit like beefier.
Yeah.
This is the Elite controller, so it's a little bit bigger, but
Mm-hmm.
general. See, it's
Yeah.
it's definitely bigger.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a cool controller though. I don't really use it that much anymore, but it was cool like back in the day. But now that I use my Elite controller all the time, because I got so used to the little paddles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That looks really
See.
cool.
Yeah, I
There's
bought
a
it
rumor-
just to play PC games.
Nice. There's a rumor they're making a new Batman game.
Ooh.
Is it gonna
Yeah,
be like in the Arkham series?
I don't know. So on the anniversary, the 80th anniversary of Batman,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
the was it Montreal? That's where all the Batman games were made at Rockstar Montreal. They put Batman symbols like from a spotlight on buildings, and then one of the creators tweeted something out, and some of the set like I think it was either the Twitter or one of the symbols was the symbol of the Court of Owls, which is a really big comic series.
Yes.
That would be nasty to see on the game. So I'm curious to see where that ends up going.
Yeah, I'd play that.
Yep. Oh,
I'd play a lot of that. Bruising Toaster in chat asks us, "Have you seen Joker?" I have not.
not
No.
yet.
I
need to.
I
I'm
won't.
not going
amazing.
to.
I won't until it comes out on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. So
Hopefully this weekend. I am very excited. They're saying it's potentially Oscar-worthy.
I have heard that.
I've heard that it's really
But
good.
I've also
I'm
heard
going
it's
to see it.
super dark.
I've heard that too.
That's what I was gonna say. I've heard that it's pretty dark and it's
Oh.
Yeah,
not.
you died.
Your audio's out.
Am I back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, fixed it. Everything's fine. I've heard that it's pretty dark and it's not something that is recommended to like watch alone.
No.
A friend of mine went and saw
It's
it by
pretty
himself,
heavy.
and he was like, "You should have somebody kind of to like ground you." So,
Oh, jeez.
Lady Dragoness, have you seen it yet, or do you plan to?
I didn't even know it was a thing till now.
Mm.
I don't keep
What?
up with movies much.
Fair.
Oh.
So basically, it's like a new Joker explanation and like kind of anthology, not anthology, but like story. And basically, instead
like
of
background, essentially.
yeah, so instead of him like falling in a vat of stuff and all these crazy things happening, it's literally just a dude that basically gets beat down by the world, and it's like his descent into madness. So it's like that's why it's so heavy, because it's like that happens to people.
He has his one bad day and he flips the switch.
Yeah, so that's why it's kind of heavy, and like maybe watch it with friends or a loved one or something. But
Yeah.
I want to see it, but I'm not big on going to the movies. Like I think I've talked about this before, but I just don't go to the movie theater. It's not my thing.
Oh, really?
It's too much. It's too much work.
It's effort. It's too much money. I can't pause it when I have to pee or need more popcorn, and it looks better on my TV at home than it does like a giant stretched out screen. And
You don't got to be around people and deal with.
then there's also all of that. I have to be around people, and it's just the whole thing.
There are some instances when it's like I'd rather see it in theaters first. Like any of y'all who have been around, y'all know I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love the Marvel movies. Getting to, especially as it's gone on, pushed up to like through Infinity War and Endgame. Watching Endgame in the theater was an experience because
I didn't get to see it in the theater.
I still haven't seen
twice.
It was a community.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's like I was sobbing in the back because that's what I do at movies, and nobody was laughing at me this time. Okay, so when we went to see Infinity War, McKitten's was laughing his head off at me afterwards because I'm crying. And man, that's how you cut the budget for the next movie.
Yep. Yeah. I got teary-eyed in both. For sure.
I sobbed like
It was
baby.
beautiful.
I'm not afraid to admit it. And then it's like the second time I saw it a couple weeks later on my birthday, and I knew what was coming, and I still cried. My dad laughed at me that time. I mean,
awesome.
to be fair, that I get that at least. Crying, you knew it was gonna happen. But...
Yeah, fair.
So, guys, I have a cult now in D&D.
That's awesome.
It's great.
What kind of cult?
Our DM about cried. We're doing a Star Wars Rogue Empire campaign, and so we were getting ready to bust into we were getting ready to go to this safe house to try to retrieve this informant dude. And our DM very clearly had it set up for a big rousing battle. There were at least 10 to 15 enemies. Everybody set up all over the place. So we decided to run Operation Half of us went on the roof. The other half knocked on the front door, and when they opened it, asked, "Hello, would you like to hear the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?"
Oh, jeez. That's awesome.
And then we rolled a nat, and then they rolled a nat 20, and they let us in. And then we rolled another nat 20, and all of them put down their guns without a fight when our Jedi burst through the roof.
That's
Lightsaber
badass.
blazing. And
I like
now
it.
we have a cult, and our DM about cried because he was so upset that there wasn't a big battle. To be fair, though, this was our third encounter in a row that we managed to get out of by rolling nat 20s on persuasion. So, yeah.
Nice. Just killing it.
Yeah, pretty much. We haven't had to fight in like 3 sessions because we keep getting out of it.
Oh,
There you
My
are.
other D&D campaign, though, people are like, I think our DM was about to bang his head on the table as to how stupid we were. We come up to a large lake in a dungeon. We decide to throw rocks into it.
good move. Always a solid move.
I would have done that.
Did you shout, "Bring it on, you big bitch," to see what happens?
Well, I wasn't the one throwing the rocks because
Okay.
my character wouldn't be the one throwing the rocks.
I
Our
gotcha.
dwarf did, and he almost got in trouble.
Okay.
We somehow saved his life, honestly, due to DM bullcrap. But yeah, he got dragged in the water by a giant crocodile.
Nice. Good old dwarves.
Yeah. So that DM was like, "What the heck are you idiots doing?"
Yeah, I think I probably would have done the same thing. I would have definitely walked in and thrown rocks at the water. I probably would have immediately tried to bet people to see who could skip them the farthest.
Nice.
We
Or
ran
I
into
would
a
have
room of
swam in it.
Yeah, we did that too. We ran into a water elemental doing that.
I'm sure it's fine.
We
Yeah.
killed it too.
Yeah.
Then we ran into a room full of rust monsters, and we decided the best course of action was to loot the dead bodies that we found in like a giant ball of metal to throw into the room and draw out the horde.
Ooh,
We
nice.
ended, the DM looked at us like we were insane when he realized there's a lot of these guys here, and we ended up having to fight 5 hordes of 6 each.
Holy shit.
We killed 3 of them on the first fire blast. So yeah.
It
But
was
even
fine.
then, the DM was like, "What are you morons doing?"
Winging it.
Pretty much.
That's fantastic.
Oh, I love D&D. I get to stab people in the back for funsies.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we've got about 20-ish minutes left in the show, and I think this is a good time to try our first game.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Vlad, LadyDragoness, you are our guinea pigs for the games
boy.
to see how we like them and if we enjoy them. So no pressure or anything. Make sure it's super fun. So we're going to do something that we actually did in my own chat on stream the other day while waiting for Dead by Daylight queues and play video games explained badly.
Nice.
So I will badly explain a video game, and then the 3 of you will each have an opportunity to guess what it is.
I like it.
So I'll read them. We'll go around and let everyone guess before we say right or wrong. So if somebody guesses it first, we'll still give everyone an opportunity to guess. I'm gonna try to start with some slightly easier ones and then get a little bit more obscure as we go. Okay. So the first one. Space-age sailor goes from port to port, seeking out desperate lady/men/blue things with whom to dock his ship.
Shagging blue things. Which game lets you shag blue people?
I know.
I feel like I would remember that. That's significant. It's not just humans, it's blue people.
That's a question I never thought I would hear asked, and I'm so glad that I did.
Did James Cameron make an Avatar video?
We're also
open.
going to open it to the Twitch live chat to guess. So guys, if you are listening afterwards or watching on
that is it.
YouTube
Damn
and
it,
you
that
want
is
to guess live with us, you can do so by watching live on TRUgaming's Twitch channel.
Yep, they killed it. That makes perfect sense. I did shag blue people in that game. Mass
So,
Effect.
Vlad, okay.
Yep.
Mallet, LadyDragoness, either of you have a different guess?
Well,
No.
no, because chat's all yelling it out.
Yeah, chat already kind of.
It is
It's
absolutely Mass Effect.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite video game series.
How do you not remember?
I was gonna say, yeah, you forgot it.
For some reason, me shagging blue people didn't really stick out as much as it should have.
All right, so for you guys in chat,
like it.
give give the guests a minute or so to guess before we yell them out in chat, so that they still get an opportunity to play. Because I feel like chat's gonna nail this, and everyone on the show
Most
will get a
likely.
lot of them wrong.
Yeah,
Most
just a
likely.
normal Tuesday, Zig.
All right, so we'll do another one, and I think this one's fairly easy. I didn't even finish reading this one when I guessed it. So, unstoppable super soldier escorts a lunatic AI to humanity's most vulnerable hotspots.
I know exactly what it is.
Okay, Vlad, what do you think it is?
Halo.
Okay. Mallet, LadyDragoness.
I would say Halo.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the guys because I've never played Halo, so
It's Halo. I thought that would be an easy one.
Yeah, that
I
was
like
easy.
it. I like that.
It's like I have a Halo poster here.
Yeah. All right.
As I look over it, I'm like,
yeah.
All right. We're gonna do one more that's sort of easy, and then we're gonna get into some that I think are a little bit more,
These are easy.
or a little bit older, so they might be not as fresh in your brain.
Yeah.
A convicted killer takes a young girl on a hugely dangerous hike.
BioShock?
Okay, so there's Mallet's guess.
Last of Us.
Okay.
I gotta go with Mallet in Bioshock.
Okay. Chat, does anyone have a separate guess? You can throw it out. All three of them have guessed. We'll give it here just a few seconds. I'll go ahead and tell you now that none of them were right.
Suck.
All right, Rab got it because he's a big cheater. It's The Walking Dead, the Telltale series.
Yep, Telltale series.
The first
Yep.
game, Lee is a convicted killer, or he's a killer and takes Clem out in the world.
I like how we
Nice.
thought Bioshock like immediately.
I could see
Well, there's
why.
no woods.
I could see why you thought The Last of Us, Vlad. That was a good guess.
That was a good guess too. I think we all had good guesses there.
Then hit forestry. Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
let's do one that I think is kind of obscure, but all of you are gonna know what it is, and when I say it, you're gonna kick yourself if you don't get it. All right.
Okay.
Mutant marsupial kills dozens of animals in order to punish reckless scientists for harming animals.
Got it.
Sonic.
Mallet says Sonic. Vlad.
Oh, that. So I'm gonna go ahead and say mine and stick to it, even though I think she's correct.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say Jack and Dexter.
Well, it's also a good guess.
Yeah, because he was a marsupial kind of looking thing.
Okay. LadyDragoness, what do you think?
I gotta go Sonic.
Sonic as well? Okay. Chat, again, they are all three wrong. Rab, you're not allowed to guess, you big cheater, because you showed me this game.
Marsupial. It would be.
Marsupial that punishes.
I'm trying to think of 90s games.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash! Yes!
I never
Makes
played that.
Perfect
I didn't
sense.
play that much.
I never played that.
I literally only got that right yesterday because I have a stuffed Crash Bandicoot right here, and I was like, I was
Nice.
sitting here like, oh my god, what is it?
I don't know what
could
Crash
this
Bandicoot
be?
Is.
You know what
I know
Crash
it's a game,
Bandicoot
and
is?
That's about as far as
Hold
it
on.
goes. Well, okay, I know what he looks like. I know it's a game, but I don't know
If
what's
it's a
in the
plushie,
game.
I'm
or...
excited. Holy shit.
Nice.
Crash Bandicoot. I got this when I was a kid at a theme park. I
Love
won
it.
it from a game, and I've had it ever since.
Holy shit, those eyebrows.
Right.
Whoa.
So fuzzy.
He needs more hair product than I do.
Yeah, so it was like a platformer on the original PlayStation back in the day, and you had to jump on animals'
Yeah.
heads and stuff.
You know I didn't
Whoops.
play video games as a child, right?
That's fair. They
You grew
remastered
up
it.
Mormon?
No. No, but we weren't
Think
allowed
he
to
missed.
play video games.
Nice. I think you would have liked Crash.
Probably.
Crash is fun.
It's good stuff.
It's
I
on.
didn't get a video
Good
game system
platform.
until I was 15.
It's on Humble Monthly right now. I think if you get like a
Mhm.
month of it, you get the Spyro trilogy, the Crash trilogy, and
Ooh, Spyro.
Call of Duty
those
World War
PC?
II, which no one cares about. They should be on PC.
Okay, I'll look
Yeah.
into it.
It's
All right,
good-
what's the
it's
next
good
one?
right.
platformer.
This one I kicked myself for getting wrong. Bloodthirsty
boy.
teens force local wildlife into servitude, conduct an animal fight club.
Oh, yep.
What do you think it is?
Pokemon.
Okay. Either of you have a guess?
Pokemon sounds right.
If it's not, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
LadyDragoness, do you have a different one?
I'm gonna have to go Pokemon.
It's
I
Pokemon.
can't think of anything else.
Okay.
I was like, there's
Okay.
nothing else that really fits with animals fighting each
The-
other.
The closest thing
my
would be
first thought was,
Digimon.
Yeah,
my
I was
first thought
about
was
to say
Minecraft,
Digimon.
actually.
Minecraft? Okay.
Pig fight league in Minecraft or something.
Rebellious offspring ruins the annual family get-together.
Ooh.
Games.
Rebellious ruins the family get-together. Bully?
I'm gonna say Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
That's awesome. I'm gonna go with Bully.
Bully, Super Smash Brothers.
Life is Strange is the only thing that's come to my mind.
Okay. God of War.
That's awesome.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Cute, lovable mascots brutalize one another for no discernible reason.
That's very vague. There are a lot of games that fit that
Mallet,
description.
Mallet, I think it's the one you just said before.
Smash?
That's
Yeah,
gotta be
probably
Smash.
Smash.
It's Smash.
It's Smash.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I just like the photo they used for this one. A race of burlap sack people is forced to complete an infinite number of complex courses. Viewers are encouraged
Yes.
to design and add their own.
I like it. Little Big Planet.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Vlad, you nailed it.
Yeah. Those were fun games.
That game's
Good
so
platform.
goofy, but so much fun.
Okay, I want one that I actually know what it is.
Right?
An anthropomorphic dinosaur attempts to murder 2 Italian plumbers before passing the whole thing off as a car accident.
Mario.
Yeah, or Yoshi or something.
What
Did Yoshi
Mario
have his own
game?
That's not helpful.
That's not
Mario
helpful at
Kart.
all.
It is a Mario game. Specifically, what Mario?
Mario Kart.
Yes. That he tried to pass it off as a car accident. Mario Kart.
Yeah. So it is. He's just trying to murder other people.
All right. This one might be a little bit on the obscure side, but it fits the season. Horror writer scares himself half to death, starts shooting at anything that moves.
I know it. I'll wait for everybody else to guess.
Okay.
I don't play horror games, so I wouldn't know.
Alan Wake, by any chance? I never finished it, but
That's
I know
what my guess was. Is Alan Wake.
It's Alan Wake.
Yeah!
Yes! I did it, guys! I did it! I got
I really, really like that game.
That was a smart game. I like
It was fun. The like DLC half sequel expansion thing was not good. The original game was very good.
hmm
Let's see.
Oh, I wish my victory command worked here. Hopping off my Captain Ginyu pose.
Yes.
Highly suggestible tourist murders swaths of addicts in a swanky undersea fishbowl.
Mm. I know what it is.
I'll give you a small
Oh,
hint
I know what it is.
in that
I
you
know
have
what it
you
is.
have guessed it for a
Yep.
different game.
Bioshock.
Yep, Bioshock.
Bioshock.
Yeah.
The original.
Yep. The underwater ones. The underwater thing is what gave it away to me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
SpongeBob popped in my head for some reason.
Yes.
Oh my god! I'm just imagining SpongeBob running through, just like.
Actually, there's this old Nickelodeon TV game where it's like a bunch of protagonists from Nickelodeon shows off to get together to stop this orange goo thing from taking over all their lands. And there is one bit where you're running through Bikini Bottom as SpongeBob slapping slime monsters with a spatula.
I like it.
All right.
Slice and dice.
We got time for just a couple more. We got about 10 minutes left.
Awesome.
Gymnastic 50-something dons black spandex outfit, chokes men.
Say that again.
Gymnastic 50-something dons black spandex outfit, chokes men.
Okay, I got it. Oh, no. Gymnast? Shit. I wanted to say Batman, but he's not a gymnast per se.
Or that old.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Chat, help me.
I mean, only thing I would be kind of familiar with is like Street Fighter or something.
Is what?
Street Fighter.
Okay.
Shocks people.
So it's not Batman.
Yeah,
It's not Street Fighter.
What is it?
Chat, does anybody have any ideas?
Because I give up.
I'm excited.
I guessed Batman too, Vlad. The first thing that I said was Batman, and I was like, "Wait, he's not a
He's not that
gymnast."
old.
I mean, he uses his skills that he learned in the mountains.
Yeah.
But it's
What's
not
the answer?
gymnast stuff though.
It's
Yeah.
Those aren't
Splinter Cell.
gymnasts.
I don't know what that
nice.
is.
Wow.
Yeah. He was a gymnast?
I don't know if I
like,
would say he was necessarily a gymnast, but he did lots of like climbing and like
Yeah, that makes sense.
flipping around to do things.
Splinter Cell was a stealth-based Tom Clancy game back in the day.
Yep.
Okay.
So good.
Oh, let's get another one.
I'm trying to find a couple of other like articles too. We're kind of starting to run out of this one that aren't like very obscure games.
Well, go for the very obscure games. Let's see what we got.
Well, here I've been wanting to say this one because it kind of fits the season 2. Late arriving man runs into a spot of bother while searching for his unpredictable girlfriend.
Silent Hill?
Okay, Mallet says Silent Hill.
Looking for his girl. Yeah, I got it. I don't play horror games.
It sounds like Silent Hill, but
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm probably not right, but that's the first thing that popped.
It's not Silent Hill.
Okay, see, I'm wrong.
Dead Space.
Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense. He's looking
Okay.
for his lady.
Yep, that was like half of the plot of the first game.
Yep.
Oh, I should have known that. I played the first.
Yep. That game almost made me shit my pants more.
Yep, that game got me pretty good a couple times last
Yeah.
October during my Halloween thon.
Those
So
jump
you're
scares.
saying I shouldn't play it because I will probably have a heart attack and die.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
It
I mean, it's
relies
a lot,
heavily
but
on jump scares.
Oh,
There's
shit.
good
There's a
ones.
decent amount of jump scares.
Yeah.
I fell out of my
Good
chair a few times playing.
Okay.
It's like a good ambiance of spooky and then just like bam in your face. It's like
Mhm.
also
least expected too. So,
if you don't like jump scares, do not play Blair Witch. Learned that a few days ago.
I've
I
heard
learned that from Markiplier.
That game went from like 0 scary to a trillion scary and
Yep.
like that. That's
Y'all
out of
know
nowhere.
I don't like scary because
Like-
I get jump scared by my own killer
Yup,
stuff.
yup, yup.
It wasn't bad, and then I walked into a house, and the house was terrifying.
It was haunted.
It was not a house I want to ever see again.
Okay.
All right,
Burn it down.
Yeah.
so
Got another one?
next one. Teenage adrenaline junkie attempts to impress his beau by riding a set of irate rock monsters, rodeo style.
Riding rock monsters.
So this is a slightly older game for the PS2 and then has been remastered.
Riding rock monsters. To impress a girl.
It's not Shadow of the Colossus, is it?
Okay. Mallet says Shadow of the Colossus.
I'm probably wrong, but that's the
That
only
makes sense.
rock monsters.
That makes sense though.
It is 100% Shadow of the Colossus. Good job.
Nice.
Really?
Good job.
Yeah.
I've never
Look at
played
you.
the game, and that was a complete and utter guess.
I
But
was
it makes perfect sense.
thinking that would be a stretch, but that was a good guess. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Are you guys big Star Wars fans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eh,
This might hit home a little for you then. A highly evolved, is it Jawa? Jawa? Jawa?
yeah.
Tries to escape Tatooine. Ends up on Hoth. It was
it's a Star Wars game.
It's not a Star Wars game.
What?
Spoilers.
It's not a Star Wars. It's the.
It was on PS3 and then kind of made its way to PS4 and maybe PC. It's
What?
a highly regarded game and loved, and it's almost entirely nothing but exploration.
Yeah, it's the,
I have
it's the
no
bran-
clue.
it's the branch off game from the actual.
Is it branch off from Knights of Old Republic?
It's not an actual Star Wars game.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
It takes place in the world, but not
In the universe.
To yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I have no clue.
Journey.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't think of the name.
It's called Journey.
Journey. Yep.
Oh. I do know about that game. I didn't realize it was in that world. That's cool. Mind blown.
2 robots, one cranky, the other a moron, fight over the right to torture a young woman.
Oh, sounds awesome. 2 robots torturing a lady. Shit.
Can't think of anything too robot.
Ratchet and Clank?
Portal.
Portal
2.
Oh my god.
Oh!
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Another amazing
oh
game.
man.
Let's see here. I just had another one in front of me. Where'd it go?
I
Okay.
hate it.
Werewolves, werewolves, werewolves. Lovecraftian nightmares.
Oh, there's a game that is it's basically just H.P. Lovecraft. Call of Cthulhu?
It's not Call of Cthulhu. Good guess, though.
It's not Wolfenstein, is it?
Mm-mm.
Is it that Telltale's game where you're a werewolf?
Ooh, I wish.
don't-
That's a fun game.
I can't think of the name of it.
Can't.
Bloodborne.
Oh shit!
See, I never played.
I've never played it, but that makes freaking sense.
Right? I've never
Yeah.
played it either, but it made a lot of sense.
I didn't know a lot of that was Lovecraft based. Nifty.
An ancient and mute badass is woken up to his idea of a good time.
Doom.
Legend of Zelda.
LadyDragoness.
So- I gotta go with Doom as well because he doesn't really. No, he talks, doesn't he?
Mm-mm.
No, he doesn't.
Doom guy's quiet.
Okay,
Doom.
so you guys both say Doom. Mallet says Zelda.
Why not? He
Doom,
doesn't-
2016.
Okay. I've never played it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Such a good. So all Doom 2016 is just a retelling, but better graphics and a better storyline.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely.
Okay.
All right, so we've got time for one more.
Yay.
Everyone goes crazy from fungus, but one girl doesn't, and let's go on a road trip.
Last of Us.
Okay. Vlad says Last of Us.
They have funguses. That's my only basis for that. is they have funguses.
Go on a road.
We happy few?
We're going to do one more after this, too, because I just found one that makes me laugh.
Okay.
I gotta go Last of Us as well. I think
It's The Last of Us.
Okay.
Yes, fungus.
because as soon as Bud was like fungus, I'm like, wait,
The-
wait, yeah, they do have fungus.
I felt like the fungus
Yeah,
kind of
but-
gives it away, really.
I've
Mhm.
never played The Last of Us.
You should.
All
It's
right,
good. It's beautiful.
last one.
Okay.
Mailman gets injured on the job, but continues and finishes his delivery anyway.
Paperboy? For Game Boy?
Good guess, but no.
Damn it.
I can see where that thought process came from.
Right.
Mailman gets injured on the job.
Still finishes. I'm
I don't
excited.
know. I don't know any paper.
I have no idea.
I'm so
Yes,
excited.
Fallout New Vegas.
Yes!
Oh,
That's awesome. He's the
I've never
courier.
played-
He's
I've
yeah.
never
Yeah.
played that.
Like
Yeah,
the
he's-
first thing that happens is he gets hurt while trying to deliver something, and then the whole rest of the game is trying to like
Figure
get that
out
back
what the hell happened.
and do it. Yeah,
I've
exactly.
never
Mhm.
played that. I have never played that.
I think you'd like it. It's one of the Fallout games, but it's in post-apocalyptic Vegas.
If anybody wants to buy all of these games for me, I'll go ahead and play them.
It's pretty.
right?
New Vegas usually
was
goes
on
on sale
sale.
for like dirt cheap because it's a
Yeah.
pretty old game at this point. Be prepared though if you play it on PC, it is very
Crashes.
known to crash.
Yeah.
I literally had to
own a console.
I had to install a mod to keep it from crashing, and it still crashed in the exact same spot 5 times in a row. I rage quit that day. Haven't played it since.
Okay, that happened.
But other than that, it is pretty good. I did install a sprint mod because I hated that I couldn't sprint. That drove me
that
up
was
the wall.
painful.
So I added that in.
Okay.
I was just in Vegas, so I was like, I've been here in a game.
I've been here in Vidgy Games. Yep, I always like that about like the Fallout games, that they kind of actually base the game in real areas, and then you can see like the next 2 pictures. Those are really fun.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, thanks for playing the game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I think it was fun. If you guys are listening or watching and you want to email in either Video Games Explained Badly, or if you want to give us some other ideas for games similar to that, you can join the TRUtalk Discord, or you can email them to us at TRUtalk@TRUgaming.com. Send those in to us, and you could get featured on the show. And we might even shout out your name. How about that? That'll be your reward. We'll say who gave it to us. So, guys, again, thanks for playing. Thanks for joining me for TRUtalk. I appreciate it. Vlad, it was good to have you back on the show. Mallet, it was good to have you back from the sickness. And LadyDragoness, it was good to have you on for the first time.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
I definitely will be back.
Definitely.
Yay!
So, LadyDragoness, let's throw it to you first then. Where can people find you? What should they know? When do you stream? And do you have any big things coming up that people should definitely be looking out for?
Well, twitch.tv/LadyIceDragoness is Twitch. Mostly LadyDragoness on Facebook, YouTube. Do have an Instagram in the works. It's not done yet. So, mainly. I stream 10 p.m. Eastern to about roughly 1 or 2 a.m. And that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Nice.
And big things coming up. Saving up for more VR games. So I guess
Nice.
Awesome.
something looks for game. So
Yeah, so if you guys want some somewhere to check out some VR streaming, there you go. I know that's not something that everyone is able to do, so it's always cool to find new folks that can do that. So yeah, LadyDragoness, thank you again so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Vlad, my man, where can people find the superhero of Twitch?
So, both on Twitch and Instagram, it is Friendlyneighborhoodvlad. My Twitter is FNHVlad because Friendly Neighborhood Vlad is too long. So, you can always find me there. I'm actually taking with streaming to focus on work, but all of my lovely videos and photos are still coming on to Instagram to continue making laughter. But I'll be popping on hopefully before too long with some new chest armor and a new mask.
Awesome. Well, make sure to follow Vlad on all the social medias so you know when he is making that return, because I'm sure he will be letting everybody know. I'm excited for it. Mallet, let everybody know, where can we find you, what's going on with you, and anything cool coming up that you want to let people know about.
Twitch.tv/malleteditor is for a bit because my body hates me. I'm 25 going. Yay! So, the big thing coming up is on November 2nd, we are doing our second annual 24-hour charity stream to raise money for Duke Children's Hospital. So, I don't know what we're going to do, but last year we came so close to $1,000 and we just missed it, and I know we can pass it this year. So, more information about that will be forthcoming.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I know I stopped in some of your 24-hour last year, and you guys were having a blast, it looked like, so it's fun.
Well, that's because I was eating Carolina Reaper peppers for money. So
What, are you not doing Bean Boozle beans?
I'm probably going to because it's a really cheap incentive.
Oh, man.
Well, last year I
You're
almost
stronger
choked on
than me.
camera.
Last
year I had one where you could make me eat 5 at once and go spit them out before I did.
I've had those before where I would do multiple at a time. They're rough. My favorite time we ever did one was at my my last 12-hour charity stream. Rab actually flew in from where he lives to help me, and he ate one on stream, and I thought he was gonna throw up. And that moment, he said, "I will never make someone eat one of these again, no matter what happens." if
And
it
yet I would still donate
like
subs.
it
just
could
to
be
watch
like $100 donation and you would eat it, and I'll do the 100 and you don't have to eat the damn thing. They're that bad. Yeah, and Mallet over
That's
here
nice.
would, when I did it for subs, would gift like 50 subs just to watch me eat them.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Aren't I a
Such good friends
friend,
I
guys?
have.
Yeah.
Best co-host of all time.
Yeah, I know, but you still think I'm cool, so.
All right,
I'm evil, but I'm cool.
guys. As always, you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Mr. Pure Instinct. Not much coming up right now. If you like horror games and Halloween, I play all horror games all month of October. We are going to try to mix in some spooky themed games that are less scary, but still, got that Halloween vibe to them. A couple weeks we'll be starting Luigi's Mansion to build up hype for Luigi's Mansion 3 because I'm so
Nice.
pumped for that game. So, guys, if you like Halloween, horror, or Luigi's Mansion, those kind of things, come on by anytime. Be happy to hang out with you. As always, this podcast will be up on your favorite podcasting platform and YouTube tomorrow, which is Wednesday. If you're listening live, you want to catch up. If you missed something or came in halfway, catch the beginning of it. That's your place to do it. So, guys, that'll be up tomorrow. Be on the lookout for it. And again, guys, if you like the game and you want to see more of those, please join the Discord. Give us some information you want to hear. Give us ideas for bad games. Email them in. However, the best way to do it, you can tweet it at us too. It's at TRUtalk Podcast on Twitter. So, guys, everybody, thank you for joining me. We're going to do a special raid tonight to a true partnered streamer, Impending Duff. It is his birthday stream. So, guys, go over there, get hype, show him some love, say happy freaking birthday from the TRUtalk Podcast, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.